Another week, boys, and another twab. This week in Destiny, power and progression, buffs and fixes. Oh, wow. So not even our normal intro here. Okay. All right. So let's zoom in on this real quick. When Ash and Iron went live earlier this week, many of you quickly hit the new expanded power band of 450 plus and started reporting that it felt off, way off. We fully agree. We are planning a series of fixes to make earning power from 450 plus more in line with expectations, as well as to improve how earning power and rewards feel for all players. We are prioritizing these fixes as soon as we can safely get them in and are electing to make as many through live updates as we can in the short term. Some things can't be changed with a LUP, and we will follow up in larger upcoming patches. So live update changes. First off, climbing from 450 to 500 needs to be better. In fact, we wanted to make the power climb better in general, so we are not solely focused on the 450 to 500 band, but also wanted to target how players move up from 300 all the way up to 500 in a way that feels better to play through. This upcoming LUP is just a first step. This will help smooth out the journey from 400 to 500 and help put players within striking distance of earning tier 5s. After this, our priorities will be on bands below 400 to help players feel constant progress towards in-game power bands. So live update reward adjustment: platinum 450 to 500, A plus grades now grant +2 power, A grades now grant +2 power, B plus grants +1, B now grants +1, and C plus grants gear at your power level. Okay, this is for platinum 450 to 500. Gold 400 to 450, B grade now grants +1 power, C plus now grants gear at your power level. And then silver 300 to 400 power, C plus now grants +1 power. On top of these changes, we also need to fix scores required to earn the associated grades. The below changes will relieve the pressure on getting higher scores by requiring fewer modifiers and therefore lower the power delta needed to get an A grade. For instance, I guess operating at -70 delta is not something Bungie wants us to do, and honestly, it's kind of miserable. To just let you know, like, it's fun for a second to kind of go in there and like actually sweat it out, but for consistent farms, pretty miserable. Live update scoring changes. Reducing the number of modifiers needed to reach score forecast. Notes how much this helps with your score forecast depends on where you are in the power climb. Granting everyone the featured gear score bonus by default. Now, we will post on our Destiny 2 team accounts when it's live. We are targeting to ship this by the end of this week, but may need to delay depending on validation efforts. As mentioned, this LUP is the first step. It will not get us to a place we want to be yet. They should be a good kickoff in the right direction. Let me understand this correctly. Like, I was under the impression that the grind to 500 was going to feel similar to the grind to 400 post Ash and Iron. And of course that didn't happen. And then we would go to +1 increases plus primes from 500 to 550. I'm just so confused, Bungie. That's all, man. I'm really confused. Was this intentional? Was it a bug? I know that you guys are investigating the leveling process. I'm just confused because I had my understanding of the leveling going into the update was that it was going to be greatly improved all the way up to 500. And then it would be back to our, kind of our normal, super RNG grind, but with +1s in between from 500 to 550, of which I accepted. Anyways, it seems like right here, though, these are going to be good things. You'll get the +2 guaranteed every single time from 450 to 500. And you'll get the primes too in between. So you have the chances of getting your primes, and then you'll get as long as you're getting A or A plus, you'll be getting the +2s. And then as long as it doesn't require us to operate at -70 deltas for the A plus. I know some of you are like, because you can operate at -50. Okay. All right. Like if we could stay around that -40 territory, I think I'm all right. Regardless though, this LUP that they're talking about can't come soon enough. I think people are just tapped out. There was a moment the other day where my hand drifted to solo ops and was beginning to press the Caldera mission. And I don't know, I just kind of damn near threw up on myself. You know what I mean? And I know I'm being a tad bit dramatic, but beginning of the Ash and Iron update, I just didn't want to go immediately into Caldera. You know what I'm coming from? I really just wanted to go play the new activity. All right. Let's continue. Patch 9.1.0.1 for Tuesday. This is September the 16th. As we shared in last week's tweet, we already have some changes in flight for update 9.1.0.1 next Tuesday to help us reach the goals of improving the power climb in the portal. First, we are making changes to prime ingrams. All power bands players will have a chance for a prime ingram drop per portal activity completion reward. From 450 to 500, power increases up to +3 was +2. Okay, that's for the prime. Gotcha. Okay, I got you. So they had toned it back. I see. Next, we are increasing the number of drops from many activities and fire team ops. Here's the full breakdown on which activities are getting additional activity completion rewards, which have a chance to drop as prime ingrams. All right, here we go. These are all new reward counts. Look at this. Good. 2. Battlegrounds, all 2. Liminality, as it should be. 3. Proving Grounds, 2. Spire, 2. Lair, 2. Glassway, 2. Saber. Excellent. Onslaught, Widow's Court, 5. Keep in mind, the big change this past expansion was that there's a chance for all 5 of these to be prime. So I mean, it's never going to happen, but say all the stars align for you, you could walk away with 5 primes. Coil 4, Expeditions 2, Contest of Elders 4. Okay, next we have heard some timers and recently added portal activities are too low. We are increasing 2 of these very soon. Increasing the bonus timers for Avalon and Prestige exotic missions. Avalon increased to 35 minutes and Prestige increased to 20 minutes. Honestly, I haven't even done them yet. I haven't even done the dungeon layers either. Additional changes coming in Ash and Iron. Finally, we have been hearing feedback that reclaim rewards feel undertuned. We're looking into this along with reports about other timers that may need adjustments. As our plan LUP goes into effect and the additional improvements go live next week, we'll continue to monitor feedback and make adjustments. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. But you need to move fast on this. They need to be fast. At the same time, I'm playing Borderlands right now, so I wouldn't mind if things stay broken for another week or so. But this week in Destiny, we gave a first look into Renegades and launched the Ash and Iron major updates, all while we keep working on making meaningful updates to the portal and other systems in the game. Here's the list of topics for today. Watch the Renegades Viaduct, Ash and Iron is live, Sandbox buffs coming soon, Trials of Osiris tomorrow, and Iron Banner, finally, next week. New Comp Emblem, and Bungie Bounty for good. All right, so Destiny 2 Renegades launches December the 2nd. We hope you enjoyed our latest live stream that first looked into Destiny 2 Renegades, our next expansion launching December the 2nd. Although we know most of you have watched the Infiltrating the Lawless Frontier Viaduct, we wanted to share it one more time. It shows the new Lawless Frontier game mode, new characters, the new Tharsis Outpost social hub, and believe it or not, Vex with clothes doing crime. Yeah, we did an entire breakdown of it. Look, Renegades actually does look good. And I don't know, maybe it's the Star Wars influence or something like that. But I'm glad that Bungie is returning to form on Vidocs. Hopefully it will be good. Ash and Iron also is here after messing with the 9. The Conductor has a new goal, still Golden Age tech to empower herself. We have to stop her, our Vex and Cabal forces, of course, and conquer the Plague Lands once more, and a new activity called Reclaim. Reclaim is available as 3 separate fireteam ops and requires focus and good coordination. You can fight as a team in one position or split up to conquer more territory faster. There's up to 4 different locations to play before having to face a final boss. Put on your best builds and fight on. While you fight on the Plague Lands, don't forget to check on Devin K on the EDZ, as he is leading the efforts of our new territories events. Visit the event home to earn new rewards, including some hollow foil weapons. Ash and Iron brought several updates to the portal, like expeditions from Season of Plunder, 2 more strikes, exotic missions, and dungeon layers. More content will be coming in the next few weeks, like the upcoming epic version of the Desert Perpetual raid on September the 27th, and the exotic mission Warsat Heist, launching on October the 7th. Vessel Lost will be back not much later on October the 21st with a new 6-player activity to earn exclusive weapons. And last, we have Call to Arms starting on November the 11th, which will prepare Guardians for Destiny 2 Renegades coming December the 2nd. Okay, now future Sandbox tuning. Our folks in the Sandbox team are working hard on some new tuning for all 3 classes, several subclasses, and a bunch of abilities. Their goal is to implement these in the Destiny 2 update 9.1.5 coming in October the 7th. Some of them you already knew about, others are new. Check them out below. So Warlocks, new passive trait, 10% bonus to passive grenade, energy regeneration, 5% additive bonus to grenade damage. Benefit is halved inside of PvP. Interesting. General, the following Warlock constructs now count as grenades for stats and perks. Ionist Sentry, Hellion, Bleak Watcher, Child of Old Gods, and Arc Soul. All right, so more turret buddies. Okay. Void, Chaos Accelerator now grants 2 grenade charges. Scatter Grenade, Charge Grenade now creates 4 more Seekers. Increase Charge Seeker damage versus combatants by 25%. Improve Charge Seeker tracking versus combatants. Increase Charge Seeker lifetime. Axiom Bolt, Charge Grenade now detonates twice. Increase Charge Projectile damage versus combatants by 25%. Reduce projectile speed when tracking enemy players by 40%. Do y'all remember when Axiom Bolt was actually meta? Y'all remember that? Like inside of PvP? That was so annoying to go up against. Vortex Grenade now repeatedly pulls enemies into when charged. Pull against players reduced over time. Spike Grenades now charge into Handheld Supernova. Okay. Suppressor Grenade now charges to Handheld Supernova. Void Wall Grenade also charges into Handheld Supernova. Stasis, Glacial Harvest. Stasis Shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Ooh. All right, Titan, Stasis, Howl of the Storm now grants 2 melee charges. Change Stasis crystal spawn pattern and added 4 more crystals. Now slows enemy players instead of freezing them. Okay. Added 4 more crystals? Good God. Cryoclasm. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. Reduce long slide cooldown from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Tectonic Harvest. Stasis Shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Void. Unbreakable. Reduce grenade energy drain speed when holding shield. Reduce forward movement slowdown when the shield is hit by an attack. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. Blast now disorients enemies for a short time. Bastion no longer increases cooldown time in PvE. some of these are really overlapping with the previous patch, right? Or no. That's right. It was always supposed to be part of this update, this next update. That's right. Hunter, new passive trait, increased passive movement speed bonus. This is now equivalent to the old tier 10 mobility. Increased Hunter default sprint speed from 8 meters per second to 8.6 meters per second. Hunters now have a 10% bonus to weapon equip speed. General Marksman dodge now picks up nearby ammo bricks on activation. Now reloads all weapons on activation. It's crazy, man. Strand, suspending slam no longer increases cooldown duration after use. Suspending enemies with suspending slam now gives woven mail. Duration scales with the number of enemies suspended. Threaded Spectre increases fragment slots from 2 to 3. Solar, on your mark. Rescale stack count to a maximum of 10 stacks. Precision hits give 1 stack. Precision final blows give 2 stacks. Final blows at 10 stacks cure the player. And precision final blows at 10 stacks no longer give radiance. Stacks on your mark now give weapon stats. Max is 50 weapon stat at 10 stacks. Still grants previous reload benefits. Golden Gun Deadshot refunds ammo on Golden Gun final blows instead of on ignitions. And now extends super duration on final blows. Energy diminishes with final blows and gains reduce in PvP. Okay. Stasis Grim Harvest. Stasis Shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Now, during our live stream for Renegades and National Iron this week, we mentioned a few of the buffs and changes we are exploring. We're still working through that space, and when we have more details, we'll communicate before they go live in Renegades. I think the biggest thing they mentioned on that is that pretty much things that are not deemed non-critical nerfs will not be added to the nerf list in the future. They actually got to pull back a lot of what they recently patched that they mentioned they're going to be doing. And that new Trials of Osiris weapon to earn. Trials of Osiris is changing a bit now that Ash and Iron major update is live. After several weeks where all weapons were available in the Trials pool, we are going back to featured weekly rewards. This week, the featured weapon will be Ever Burning Glitz, a totally new kinetic rapid-fire auto rifle, along with the reprised Burden of Guilds, Stasis, and Adaptive Fusion Rifle. They are the 2 weapons that have entered the Trials loot pool along with Ash and Iron. Now, if you're looking to get them, be warned the map this week will be Rusted Lands. Oh my. Be careful around corners. Don't push that nasty corridor unless you're certain. And keep an eye out for sniper rifles since they are getting more ammo after our latest Sandbox updates. Make Saint proud. All right. Rusted Land is back, guys. I didn't even know we were getting... So Ever Burning Glitz. Okay, it's the new one for Ash and Iron. Gotcha. I wonder if it's going to be better than Giver's Blessing. Giver's Blessing is pretty good. Ironbender is back next week. After a short hiatus, Ironbender will be back for the first time during Year of the Prophecy during the week of September the 16th. Lord Saladin will be back at the tower with a renewed PvP event to honor the old heroes and train the recently raised ones. In this iteration, Ironbender is a 1-week event with its own event home. That means it has a reward shop, an exclusive reward pass with an emblem, a shader, weapons, and more to earn, as well as renewed title to unlock and guild. Play Ironbender to earn experience that progress your reward pass, to complete challenges that grant even more XP, of course, to earn the new gear available. We have a reprised armor set with some new set bonuses if you wear 2 or 4 pieces together, and check them out below. All right, let's take a look at this, guys. Iron Chromat sets. The 2-piece Vigilant Watch. As your health gets lower, your weapons gain increased stability and handling. Weapon final blows while your shields are depleted heal you. Ah, damn. That's the 2-piece? I wonder how quickly that activates. As your health gets lower. 4-piece Iron Conviction. When your shields become broken, you gain increased ammo generation, flinch resistance, and damage resistance against nearby combatants for a short time. Final blows extend this effect. Oh, dude, that's nuts, man. Bushido in this set is going to be busted. I mean, that or even the 2... Well, no, you can't do the 4-piece with another 2-piece. That's right. No, that would be pretty good. Bro, you can't just ignore the fact that it's the same armor set, but oh, it is. It is the same. It is, in fact, the same looking armor. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even notice, guys. I didn't even notice. Now, along with the new armor, completing Ironbender matches have a chance to award a returning weapon, the Finite Impactor, and now adaptive solar hand cannon with some interesting perk combos for both PvP and PvE. And along with it, the Phono Nutria Ferris spread shot hand cannon and the Ribbon Tail Trace Rifle can also be earned as post-match rewards. And don't forget about the Submersion Crossbow, which has a low chance to drop from any portal activity right now. All right, a new Comp Emblem. One more thing we have seen players asking about. Those of you who reach the highest highs of Crucible competitive playlists, here is your next reward. The greatest Pulse Emblem. That is hideous. I mean, like, I'm not even one that's really stuck on, like, arts or anything like that, but there really is nothing appealing about this. Like, the other emblems are like straight up bangers. What is the lore behind this one? It will be available when Destiny 2 update 9.1.5 launches on October the 7th, and it's earned similarly to the previous one. You need to reach Ascendant 3 in the competitive playlist. If you already reached or surpassed that rank at any moment during season reclamation, you will be able to just grab it from Shack to the tower. All right, so it's not the one post Ascendant. So this is the one post Ascendant is, or like as you go to 15,000. That's the most, that's the sexy one. That one is sexy. They did do a good job on that one. This one, Didn't quite hit it. All right, Bungie Bounty for Good is back. It's once again time to gather your fire team, head to the Crucible, and fight it out for a good cause. The Bungie Bounty for Good returns September 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific, benefiting our Hispanic Heritage Month. Partners at El Centro de la Raza, a nonprofit organization that strives to empower communities through its programs and workforce development, advocacy, culture, and much more. That's a good looking emblem. That's sexy. All right. Known issues. We've got them, guys. I'm gonna go play Borderlands now. As a final note, while we close on this TWID, the dev team is working hard on making improvements and changes to the game, first through the live updates we shared above, and then with update 9.1.0.1 on Tuesday. The work does not stop there, and we'll review the feedback and reactions closely to keep moving in the right direction. We're very aware that no matter what we say here, it's what you experience when you play that matters. But know that we really value your passion for Destiny 2 and that we want it to feel rewarding every single time. Thank you for your patience, the Destiny 2 community team. Bungie, I shall return next Tuesday when Iron Banner comes out. I will be playing Iron Banner. I'm curious about the new armor set. Would have liked it to be a little bit different. And yes, we will be doing some pre and post testing on some stuff. So
slap that like button like your mama told you right.